Hi everyone, welcome back to A Maker Studios YouTube channel. My name is Lianep, and normally you'll find on my own YouTube channel DIY Beauty on Purpose, where I also create beautiful DIY home decor, and it's all on a budget. Today I am here with A Maker Studio to bring you a very easy, very festive fall sign that I think you're going to love, but you're going to have to let us know down in the comments. But before we get started with the actual craft, I want to go over just the products that I'm going to be using. That way you can take some notes and hopefully recreate yourself at home. All right, the first thing we are going to be using is this wood round. This wood round is actually from the Dollar Tree, and I love finding these because I mean, they're so easy to work with. They are on the thin side, but to make either our charger for a place setting would be perfect. You can also, of course, make it a wood sign, which is what we're going to be doing today. But the possibilities are endless because of the size of it. So I really enjoy working with them, and this is what the one we're going to be working with today to create a really cute fall sign. The stencil that we're going to be using from A Maker Studio is this beautiful pumpkin farm reusable stencil. Let me show you without the glare, but I love this one. It has very farmhouse style. You could tell that it's going to be distressed, and it's just a beautiful design. It's perfect size for the wood round. It's going to fit just perfectly, and I'm excited to use it. And we're going to use a ton of paste because we're not going to make it just one color. I'm going to try to make it where everything is just, so there's color in it. So some of the colors that I'm going to be using are like this green one. It says Together Forever, Heavens to Betsy, this teal one, this beautiful yellow and brown. This one is You Are My Sunshine, and this one's Heart of Gold. And then I believe I'm going to use the black one, Preaching to the Choir. So I am thinking about staining the wood round instead of painting it, and I'm not sure though. So I'll decide here in just a few seconds. But I think that's it. Of course, I'm going to use the A Maker Studios Squeegee to get the paste on and stencil it, and then I'm going to use a combination of different florals and ribbon that I already have here at home to create a nice arrangement on top of the wood round, and I'll show you that as I place them. All right, so I decided that I'm going to stain it using this Rust-Oleum chalked glaze, and it's in there smoked. It's like a grayish color. We're going to see how that turns out. All right, so the first thing I want to do is remove, of course, the string, because we're not going to use this to hang it. We're going to do something different. So we're going to remove that completely. And then I'm just going to use a little piece of scrap fabric, because it's not going to take much to stain it. I already shook this enough. And the stain, this one is it's more of a glaze, so it's water-based instead of oil-based. And it's so much better on your hands, and it doesn't have a strong scent, so it's great for when you are staining indoors. I am going to use a glove because I just don't want to mess up my my nails, but it would come off though very easily. All right, so we're just going to start staining and see the color that I get, and as you can see, it's very gray. And you just apply it like you would stain. You can also brush it on and then use a rag to remove the excess. I have found that using the rag from the beginning just works just as well. So that did not take long, as you can see. I'm now going to let that dry. Then I'm going to sand it down just a little bit to soften it, as well as maybe lighten it up a little bit. And then we're going to start stenciling. All right, so it's somewhat dry. It still needs a little bit, but we're going to sand it down just a bit. I'm going to use the soft side of the sanding block just to sand it, and I'm going to try to keep it with the same grain of the wood. I'm going to now move on to a new sanding block, and I'm going to use the coarse side, and I believe it's a 60 grit. And I'm just going to sand it even more. I want to lighten it up a little bit more. I'm going to wipe it really, really well just to make sure there's no dust. I want the stencil to really adhere, and of course the paste as well. The way you use the reusable stencils by A Maker Studios is they work just like a sticker. They have a back portion, so you just want to remove it just like a sticker. And then you know, of course you want to keep the backing, because once you're done, the beautiful thing is that you can actually rinse it with some lukewarm water, remove the excess ink, and then reuse it again. So you want to place it right back on that backing. So I am going to, it's already completely dust free. Let me make sure. I don't want any dust or anything in here. All right. And we're going to try to stick it and see if it sticks. I think it will, but we'll make sure. So I want to put it somewhat center, but just a little bit lower than center, because we are going to be placing an arrangement on top. So I want to make sure you see the design nicely. But I want to ensure that all the words are where they need to be, where they're on top of the wood. I think that's pretty center. So now that we have the design on there, it's time to, of course, bring in the paste. And I'm also going to use some white gel art ink for some of the words. But I do have my rag that I can clean off my squeegee on, and then move on to each color. So, all right, so the fun part is that we get to do a lot of color. The hard part is we get to do a lot of color. And it's not super hard. It's just that then you just need to be a lot more careful when you're doing the details. But the squeegee is nice and flat and on the edge, and I think we can make it work. So I want to do the seasonal. I want to do seasonal pumpkin farm in the white. So we're going to do that first, and I believe I want to do the local organic fresh and we grow it, you pick it in white as well. So we're just going to put some of the ink there first, and then just start squeezing it. All right, let's see if I can do this. And I can also tape around the pumpkin and that, but I'm going to risk it today. I'm going to live on the wild side. I'm going to try to do it with just the squeegee. I think that's looking pretty good. All right. Okay. So we have the white. It's looking pretty good. I don't need that one anymore, I don't think. All right, I am going to do the established and the year in the black paste. So we're just going to take a little bit. It's not going to take much. And I'm going to start applying it. Same way with as the ink. The paste is a lot thicker, so it's not as liquidy, but they both work really well. I think I'm going to do the tire and the bumper in the black. Wouldn't that be pretty? I'm going to do the truck teal, but I want to have the tires black, so I'm going to do from here down for the bumper and then the tire. I really am challenging myself today, huh? I want to really get that tire. Okay, let's do this one. that's it for that one. We're going to save the remaining portion there. All right, let's move on to the, let's see, let's do the truck. This is going to be, I think, the most challenging, but we can do it. I decided to go with teal because I think sometimes adding teal to fall decor can be very nice. So we're going to do that. And we are going to start with the top. Okay. I'm just being extra careful because there's so much around it, like with the black, and then of course I've got the pumpkin up here, and I don't want to get it on the pumpkin. I don't want the pumpkin to be in that beautiful yellow tone. So we're just going to go around, and hopefully hopefully when I remove the stencil, everything's going to look nice and crisp. We will see. I'm going to keep the, close that up. All right, I'm going to do the pumpkin now in the yellow. Look how pretty that is. And I'm going to be very careful with the A, as you can see, and the R, because they are right on top of it. I'm just going to go very carefully. That's good. I still have to do the inside of that A in there. I just noticed it. That inside of that stem of the pumpkin is actually white. It's part of the A. So I'm going to do just a tiny little bit of the white. Just like that. And just do it in there. Let's see how that comes out. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of the green for the grassy portion on the bottom, just to add that nice color in there. But let's see, shouldn't be so hard. Right here. There he goes. Let's see if it comes out somewhat normal and where you can see what's what. This is the moment of truth. You ready? Okay. Let's start revealing it. Look how crisp that looks. I'm actually pretty happy with it. The truck is a little bit distressed, but overall, I love the fact that it has the white really crisp, the black is very crisp, and then the grassy looks so good with the tires. I think I like it. I really do. So I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm gonna let that dry, and now we're gonna add some florals and embellishments to the top. All right, so we have our design. And it's fairly dry. It might be a little tacky here and there, but right now the focus is to create a nice arrangement here on the top. So I have some florals that I have here at home already set, as well as some ribbon. And I want to keep the ribbon a little bit more in the original colors, just to add that a little bit more of that fall tone. And then I'm going to make a very simple bow using the ribbon, as well as some jute string to tie it in the center. So what I mean by simple bow, the way I make my simple bow is basically I just loop the ribbon just like an awareness ribbon, and then I scrunch in the middle. See, just like that. Very easy actually, but I do want to leave a little bit of hanging legs of the ribbon, so I'm just gonna leave that just a little bit more. And of course, I don't want the bowl to be huge because I want it to be proportioned with the boot round. So I think that's pretty good right there. I'm just going to scrunch it in the middle and tie it with the jute string. It's very easy. And then of course you want to fluff it after you have it tightened, and you can do that after you've attached it. So that's that. I'm going to cut off the excess jute string and just kind of arrange, and we'll cut the legs as needed because we don't want them to dangle too much. So we're going to hot glue it right there in the center. Just going to put a glob of glue and put it right there, and it'll harden pretty quickly. Okay, and while that's drying, I'm going to start looking at what I have here. So I have some leafy picks that have beautiful fall colors. I think that yellow really makes that pumpkin pop. So we're going to put that on each side. I'm going to place it right underneath. I'm just going to put it right in there. The glue is still a little tacky, so it'll still hold. And I put the other one right on the other side. It's looking so pretty already. I got these blue pumpkins. I thought it would be perfect to place one right in the center. Just kind of pull a little bit from that, the blue truck. Wouldn't that be pretty? So I think putting on one right there will look perfect. So I'm just going to put some glue and put that one right there. Very, very pretty. I have this green one, again, just to add a different texture and different color. And the green, of course, pops and pulls that green from the grass. So we're just going to put that one right in there just to add more color. I'm going to cut the legs right now just to kind of see where I'm at. I'm going to duff cut them. So I'm going to give them that dovetail design right there. Same with this one. So what I do is I just fold and then I cut at an angle, making sure that the shorter angle is the one in the folded side, just like that. We're gonna cut this one a little smaller actually. There we go. And because the ribbon is wired, it's really easy to manipulate where you want that ribbon to kind of go. So I'm gonna pull it up just a bit more because I really want to see the words as much as possible. I'm gonna put another type of floral on this side. I did place that green one, but on this side, I think I want to place this orangey one. I think it would look pretty just to fill this empty space right here. Oh, this one came off. Hold on. Let me put this one in here. Put that one. Right there. There you go. It's coming together very nicely. I like that. I do have some of these. It's like some little brown berries. They come in these little bundles. Let me see if I can place one. See how this is looking just a little empty right here? I think if I place something right in there, a little bit more. I try to keep things as simple as possible, but every so often you need something else. And I think this is one of those moments. That's very pretty. I'm going to use one more to place on the other side to even things out. But this one I'm going to place instead of here, I'm going to place it right here in this little empty spot. And then just place it right there. Maybe make it a little shorter. And it'll give it that contrast from here to here. Okay. Move that up. I think that looks so pretty. We are going to add in the back some jute string. And we're going to do it where it's not like looped. We're going to do it more where, let me make sure everything's glued. We're just adding some glue. I'll show you. So this is the center here. I'm going to put it 2 stripes of glue. We're going to leave just a little loop. And this is what we can hang it from. And then just to make it even more secure where it's not going to fall, I'm going to place some duct tape
right across. Right there. It's going to be nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere because the wood round really isn't that heavy. Let's fluff up the bow just a bit. And we're just about done.
So this is it for today, my friends. You're going to have to let me know what you think of this fall wood round. Do you like it? Do you want to recreate it? Is this something that you would love to do? I know that I took my time with adding all the different colors, but it was such a fun challenge. And of course, you don't have to. You can always paint it white, maybe the background white, and then the entire stencil in a black or maybe like a dark brown. I think that would be very pretty. So let us know what you think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the uploads. And I want to invite you to visit my own YouTube channel, DIY Beauty on Purpose. And if you love what you see there, I hope you join my YouTube family as well. Have fun creating and have a blessed day. Bye.